Inheritance is one of the most important feature of object-oriented programming. Yeah, definitely it's correct. Yeah. And what is the definition of it? So inheritance is used to inherit the properties of parent class or base class, call it anything, or super class into the corresponding child class or subclass. Yeah, it is. The purpose of inheritance is to reuse the features of one class into other classes. Again, this has been taken from a real life. Very simple example. Whatever the property of your parents are there, you will be the one who will be inheriting them. Even the physical properties, you will appear like your parent. Yeah, heights, behavior, blood group, yeah, appearance, everything will be similar to your parent, correct? Also, other properties like land, jewelry, money, you are going to inherit each and everything from your parent, correct? So, when we are talking about inheritance, two things you need to keep in your mind. One is your superclass, and another one that is your subclass. Superclass and subclass. Superclass and subclass. Superclass is also known as, again, everything is an interview question here. So superclass is also known as parent class, and this is the class which is to be inherited. Subclass, this is also known as derived class or child class. Yeah, and this class is inheriting the superclass. So superclass and subclass, child class, call it anything. Yeah, base class, parent class. Okay, derived class or derived class. Inheritance, inheriting all the features. So types of inheritance. Let's see this. Types of inheritance. Types of inheritance. How many types of inheritance are there, guys? Hmm? There are three types of inheritance. Yeah, inheritance. Single label inheritance, multi-level inheritance, and multiple inheritance. Single label, multi-label, and multiple inheritance. Three levels of inheritance are there. Single label, inheriting single class or single parent class into the child class, into the child class. That is your single label inheritance, inheriting single parent class into the child class. For example, a child or a son inherits the feature of his father. That is your single label inheritance or single inheritance, call it anything. So let's see this very simple example here. SAP log on, I'll open. And I'll jump to AC38, single inheritance or inheritance. Oops. Inheritance. Executable, package, transport request. So I will have a father class here, class father definition, and class father implementation, and class. Here I will have one public section. And suppose I am defining one methods here. So methods display sales order. Display sales order. What's the issue here? Oh, sorry. Display sales order. Then I will have the implementation. So method display sales order and method. For this sales order, I will need a structure. So I'll create it. A local structure here. So begin of UI sales. Let's say I'm taking VBAK. So some column from VBAK. Vablin VA. It's data element. Type data element. Time data element. Some columns out of VBAK table. Here now. Sales. I will be having an internal table here. So data LTV back, type table of TYV back. And its work area. So LSV back, type TYV back. Yeah. I can write the logic directly here. So select Veblen, date, time, username from my VBAK table into table LTVBAK. Let's say up to 20 rows. Yeah, no need for any input, just implementing it for the demo purpose. And then I will simply display it. So loop at LTVBAK into LSVBAK and loop, and I will print the value. So write a statement LSVBAK Vablin Vablin LSVBAK ERDAT ERZDT and LSVBAK ERNUM. Check for the error. Lots of error are there. Sorry, it will be TY sales and here TY sales. Yeah. So one father class I have done. I have created here. Now see this part. So when I'm going for inheritance, here you need to understand inheriting from keyword is used to inherit the parent class into the child class. Inheriting from keyword. Inheriting from keyword. Yeah. So same thing you will implement here. Class, child, definition, inheriting from father class, father, child class. Now here if you want to have some properties of child also, you can define another public section here. And let's have some methods, child, display child. And here class, child implementation, and class, then the method of child, display child, and method. Now suppose I'm writing here, right? Hi, I am child. Okay. Child class inheriting from father class. See, it's a keyword. Blue color is there. I can create the object. Let's see the magic. So start of selection. I will create the object here of child. Local object is equal to new keyword, child class, and I can access it. So local object, I can see this. This is the object of child class. Child class is inheriting from father. So child will have the property of father. What is the property? There is a behavior inside the father class, which is display sales order. I can call it directly here. See, display sales order. I can call it from child class object. Just see the magic. Activate and execute. Activate and execute. We are getting the output. We are getting the output. Yeah. Display child. And then we can also have other behaviors and properties of the child class. Everyone, is this clear? I
Yes,
said
sir.
everyone, is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Then Lakshmi, Soumya, is it okay?
Yes, please repeat once again.
Okay. Just see this part. This is one father class. Can I say it? Parent class. Inside this parent class, I have one property or behavior, call it anything. So I have one behavior method here. This method I have implemented. Now what I am doing, I have created a child class. This child class is inheriting from parent. Is inheriting from parent. So definitely it will have the property of the parent class also. So what you see, I created here a object of child class. Creating object of child class. Since this class is inheriting the father, definitely it will have the property of the father. So in the father class, you see there is a sales order method. I am directly able to call it via the child class object. Can you see this?
Okay.
I am directly able to call this one. But where this method has been defined? This method has been
Utilities.
defined inside the parent class. Correct?
Mm.
Here we are able to use it. That's the inheritance, guys. Inheriting the feature of the parent class. Whatever has been defined in the parent, you are able to access it via child also. But what kind of property? It is a public property. What if I turn it into protected? Can I still access it? No, you cannot access it. Access to protected method display sales order is not allowed. What is the protected visibility? You can access it in the child class, inside the child class, but you cannot access it outside here. Outside here. The protected is not allowed. If you want, you can call it inside this child class. See this display sales order. See here, you are able to access it. Inside the child class, you are able to access it. But outside, you cannot call it. Outside will not work. Now, if you want, you can call this child method and you can call this display child. And inside this display child, I am calling this display sales order. So let's activate and debug it. I will put here a debugger and let's see the magic. Text of 3. See, I will press F5. We are inside the display child method. Display sales order is getting called inside that. And what kind of method is display sales order? It is a protected method. Protected property can only be accessed inside the same class or inside the child class. So only inside the child class you can call it, not outside. So inside the child class I'm calling. I'll press F5 and see our method is getting implemented and we can see the output still. But but if I turn it into private section, things will change completely. See the error. Method display sales order is unknown. We cannot even access it. Now inside the child class also. Private properties. I said when I defined it, something which is private to you, private to father himself, you cannot allow the child to access it. Private properties or behavior cannot be accessed by anyone, by child also. That's the beauty of object-oriented programming. Securing at every level, security at every possible level. Based on the requirement, you as a developer will decide how things are going to be done and how you can increase the security here. That's your single inheritance. Is there still confusion in single inheritance?
No.
Everyone, now is it okay? I'm sharing the code with you also. Then multi-level. Just take a normal example. Everybody will have a grandfather at some time. So what we see, father inherits inherits the properties of grandfather, and son inherits the properties of father. This is what happens. Similarly, someday son will have kids and they will inherit the property of him. That's multi-level inheritance, multi-levels of inheritance. So something was, let's say my grandfather bought 10 acres of land. Still I am able to access it because my father do not sold it and the land is still there. So I am able to access it. Similarly, my kids will be able to access it if I am not selling it. That's the thing, correct? Same thing you can apply here. So let's say this method, I will create one I will create one grandfather class now. Class grandfather class. Grandfather definition. Another class, guys, and class. This will have a public section, and I will create another method here. Methods display. Let's make it display only. And I will have implementation also because behavior must need a implementation. So implementation and class method display and method. So here now I can, let's say I'm normally writing hello. Just see the magic of multi-level inheritance. Magic of multi-level inheritance. Multi-level inheritance. Just see the magic of multi-level inheritance. See what is going to happen. I will activate the code. This is my grandfather. This is my father. Now I will inherit the grandfather here. So inheriting from grandfather. Now my child class is inheriting from father. So the property, the behavior defined inside the grandfather will be sent to father and then from father to child. So using the child object, now I can call that display method. So display and let's check it. No error. I will activate. See, is it the same definition that we have written there? Yes or no? Is
Yes,
it
sir.
the
Yes.
same definition we have written? Correct. That's the multi-level of inheritance. Mm, you can check it. If you go to global classes also, lots of standard classes they have given. We can check them. CLGUI, ALV grade is one of the classes. Just check it, how things are happening there. Display. See, some of the methods are here in blue color. See this, get property. And if you check here in the properties section, there is a super class. This is the parent class. Double click on it. Now we are inside the base class. See here. Again, get property is in blue color still. Let's go and check the properties here. Another super class. Double click on it. Go inside that super class. Yeah. Still in blue color. I will go to object now. Another super class. Can you see how much super classes? And here is your get property defined. Can you all see this? Here is your get property defined. So this great get property method was defined inside the CLGUI object. This CLGUI object class is being inherited by CLGUI control. Again, CLGUI control is being inherited by CLGUI ALV grid base class. And this grid base class is being inherited by CLGUI ALV grid. And from here also you are able to access that get property method. So this is a sample case of multi-level of inheritance. Four inheritance like great grandfather to grandfather, grandfather to father, father to son, and son to his kids. Same property, same behavior. Similar way you can implement using the global classes also. Z inheritance global, create it inheritance using global class. So I'll be having here inheritance using global classes. Let's implement the same thing. Package. So let's make it, let's say this is grandfather class. So here I will be having display and I will go for source code. I will write some logic here. Same thing. Let's say write a statement. Write hello, welcome to OOPS ABAP learning. Okay. Suppose this is my grandfather class. I will activate it. Okay. And then what I will do is I will create a father class. I'll go to AC24 and I will create a father class. Z father class. Create. Yeah. And father class. And here in the father car class, I will pass here super class. Super class means it's parent class. Let's paste it. Enter. Everyone, please read this message. Please read this message. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Great. What is the message here? Class G inheritance global is final. It cannot have subclasses. Another topic is coming into picture. All of you, please focus here. Final class. Let's take an example. For example, someone is not getting married. Very normal case in our real life. It happens. Then he or she, whoever it is, will not have any kids. So he or she is final in nature here. Similarly, a final class is a special type of class which do not, which cannot be subclassed. That is, it cannot be inherited. Inherited. So even in our local classes also, if you by mistake see this, if by chance I'm going to grandfather and here I'm using final keyword, making it as final. Now it has become a final class. It cannot be inherited. Check the syntax. The final class grandfather cannot have any subclasses. Correct? See the error. That's the thing. Final classes. So also via GUI when we created here, if you go back and check your in a inheritance global class here, eh, where it is. Here it has been marked as final. See the checkbox. I will unmark it and I will activate it. Now I will go back and here I will press enter. Still it is saying the issue. Let me check the problem. Save it. Save it. I will paste. Why it is still showing it is final. Public activated. Okay, let's come back. Change properties. Superclass. Now I'll paste it. Still showing it is final. Why? Okay, let's check it from source code. No, it is not final. It's public and it has one method also. Then why it is saying okay.
Its
Uh,
visibility is private.
Private?
Yeah.
What is private?
Um, this method displays visibility is
But it
private.
has nothing to do with method here. It has nothing to do with the method. I am just asked why that class is not getting inherited. There is some issue with the system. Let's create another class. Father class 01. Class. I will
Where we
directly
can
pass
uncheck
here.
it.
Yeah, let me wait. Father class. Here I will pass the super class. Is final? Why is still showing it is final? There is some problem here. I have removed the checkbox. Even here also you see. Okay, do one thing. There is some issue with the system at this moment. Let's create another one. The grandfather, the grandfather class. Create it class grandfather. So if you want to inherit, please ensure do not mark it as final here. Let's go for save. I will be having here display method, instance, public, source code, grandfather, the do. Let's see this. So activation, I will copy, and here now let's try this one. Yeah, now it looks good, but I will go for again creation class, unmark it as final, father class. I will pass the super class here, package, transport request. Can you all see this? Display method. Is it coming automatically in blue color? Yes or no?
Yes.
Unchangeable, because it is there in the grandfather. We can change it from there. Now see this super class. Okay. I will activate it. Now I will create a child class also. So another class slash OSC24 G child class. We can make it as final, no problem. I will go for this one, paste the super class, package and request. See this. Is child class also accessing the same method, yes or no, which were defined in the grandfather class? Yeah, so it is GUI based. It is GUI based. I will share this inheritance code with you also for multi-level, single, multi-level. Okay. Now here I can directly call it. Let's create the object of our child class. Object of our child class, data keyword, local object, new child. What's the name of our child class? Z child underscore 01. Paste it. And I can call that display method now. Display. See, activate it and execute it. See, something which was implemented in the grandfather class. Everyone, are you okay with multi-level inheritance? Are you okay with this? Is it clear, or is there still any doubt on this? Rasmi Ranjan,
So it's clear.
Dhan Lakshmi, is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Last one is multiple inheritance. So before going for its definition, let me write it. Similar to Java programming, ABAP also do not supports multiple inheritance. ABAP also do not support multiple inheritance. What does it say? It says a class can inherit the features of multiple parent classes. A class can inherit the feature of multiple parent classes. That is, suppose there is class A, class B, and then there is your child class. The child class can have the feature of both the class A and class B. This is the definition of multiple inheritance. Inheriting from multiple parent classes, but this is not allowed. If you want to take an example, you can say here, for example, a child cannot have multiple fathers or mothers. That's a normal real case scenario. Same thing. Okay, it can have only one father. Similarly, our multiple inheritance, what does it say? A class cannot have any class cannot have multiple parent classes. It's not allowed. If you see, go and check it. If you want, you can try it directly here. Class. Let's say I'm creating class here. Class A, inheriting from definition, inheriting from. Let's say I'm inheriting here child class, and I'll give comma. I will try to inherit from father class also. See, it's not allowed. It's not allowed. You see here, this comma is giving error. If you will remove this comma, this one has been turned into red color. It's a syntax error. Unable to interpret. Possible cause of error include incorrect spelling or comma errors. It can only inherit from one class at max one. At max one. That's the multiple inheritance. Not supported in ABAP programming. It's not supported in ABAP programming. It is not supported in ABAP programming. Yeah, yeah, it's not supported. Okay. Any doubts here in the inheritance concept? Or is it okay? Soumya?
It's okay.
Yeah, great. So today, what should I give you? What was the yesterday's work? Constructor, assignment one. It will be two. Okay. Second one, implement all types of inheritance and display material details, master details. Yeah, both globally and locally. Guys, these concepts, if you see, they are simple, but they are highly useful. Just like a moments ago, I showed everything via this grid class. It's a standard class. If you check this one, this is a standard class. Who created it? SAP has created it. This class has been created by SAP itself. SAP has created this. So you need to understand this. Okay. So that's all for today. Please do the assignment. And tomorrow we will be seeing some more features of object-oriented programming. Any questions for today?
Sir, I have completed my first assignment.
Hmm. You can share
So,
it. Share it over the group itself. Okay, I will check that.
okay, sir, I have one doubt. I used to use joints and parallel entries.
Uh-huh.
I'm not familiar with joints. So, can you explain it?
What you
Because
said?
I just followed your steps for joints, but
Um,
understanding
uh-huh.
is not up to the mark.
Okay, okay.
So,
Let me just give you a brief part on that also. It will be helpful for all of you. Note here.
also, can you tell my program name, class name? You
Program,
can put it, yeah, class name.
class name. I don't get
Yeah.
that.
So I
Uh,
wrote it two ways, sir. So you can explain it from my class.
okay. Please tell your class name.
ZMGS.
It's a global class.
Yeah. SC24.
Z.
MGS underscore assignment.
This
One,
this
one,
one.
one. Yes, sir.
What's the problem here?
Understanding is correct, sir.
First thing, do you understand the difference between joins and for all entries? One question.
Yes, sir. We use multiple internal tables for all entries, but here only one internal
See,
table.
I got that part. See what is happening here. You are combining tables here. You are filtering tables. What tables? Mara,
Yeah.
MAKT,
Yes, sir.
and VBAP. You are joining them based on a common condition. First, what you did, you combined Mara table and MAKT table based on
Yes, sir.
material number. Material number was common here. So based
Okay.
on it, you filter out the records for Matner, ERSDA, username, material type, industry sector, and material group, and then material description from MAKT. Yeah, these columns
Okay.
will come. Also, you are fetching VBAP now. So another inner join, another common condition. Now this common condition is on Matner. This Matner is available in MAKT and VBAP. So system will check, are there any common value? So it will go to VBAP table. There also it has material number. Check this one, VBAP. It will go to VBAP and it will check the Matner. Yes, we have Matner. This Matner it will try to map with MAKT Matner. If there is common data, that will also come and it will be stored here. So whenever
Okay.
you are
Okay.
writing it, there will be always one request from my side. Don't go like this way. Try like this way. First one join only.
Okay.
Only one joins at once. Then check it whether you are getting the records or not. Okay.
Okay.
Then you go for the next join and then you try to check. In that situation, if you are having more than 3, 4, or 5 joins, you will understand if there is any error.
So,
Okay.
so based on VBAP method only data will come.
Array, if you are taking either Mara or MAKT, what is the common column between this Mara or MAKT and VBAP? What is the common
Okay.
column? Only Matner
But
is the common column, na?
yes.
So you can apply joins only on based on that.
Because sir, I has randomly selected Mara Matnar materials, but it's not showing the select option fields.
It's not showing.
Yes, sir. Mara fields, Mara Matnar material numbers.
What's the issue here? What is the
It's only
input?
showing 250 entries only, sir. I choose
IBT. Let me pass the material number. Enter valid. So this is not there. Wait, is it not there in Mara? I don't think so. Let me check it. Let's go to AC11. Table. Display content. It is there. It's not showing then. Okay, let me just check it this one. SC38 test program. Let's write it. Please don't go for my syntax. I'm just testing it. Join. Getting.
You have written wrong spelling of make it.
Wait. Wrong spelling? Oh,
Yeah, we have wrong.
what's the issue? Mm, The common field here is TG10, TG11, okay, up to 100 rows. I need to check the common values. This is RMP101, is it here? RMP1, EWM. Okay, let's apply that one also. Maybe a big Poisner and Martner. VBAP on Mara Martner. VBAP Martner. Okay, it's already there. Let's give another alias material number. Yes, we are getting it. See, RMP 101. You are getting the Posner also. Don't go for this syntax. We will learn the new ABAP syntax in the upcoming time. But I was just testing it. It's working. What's the issue, Manish? Please pass the common values. So if you try to go and check this one, RMP01, RMPI001. Okay, where is this one? RMPI001. RMPI001 up to RMPI002. Let's say this. Uh, up to RMPI005. RMPI005. See, aren't we getting the results? Manish.
Yes, okay, okay, sir. So, but
So common input should be there, na? If you are not passing the common input, otherwise how can we get the correct results? Now it's Mara Matner and VBAP Matner.
okay, okay, sir.
Input should be correct. Input was not correct.
So
So
that is my doubt, sir.
okay,
Okay, fine, sir. Thank
yeah.
you so
Any,
much.
any other questions?